Bright Cutie. Every student matters.
There were causes of failure of the revolt also, because this revolt was not successful, and so there were many reasons for the failure of the revolt. The revolt was localized and was poorly organized. The British had better resources than the rebels. The revolt was feudal in character. The leaders lacked military skills. The native princes did not join the military. Now, just because of these reasons, there were few results also. Obviously, when the revolt was not successful, so there were few impacts of the revolt. The revolt was considered to be an awakener and the first effort towards the freedom of the independence. That means it was a spark. It was initial stage when people were realizing their condition. The British just considered it to be a mere military revolt. The control of Indian administration was transferred from the company to the crown by GOI Act 1858. That means Indian administration was transferred to British under the Act of GOI 1858. The Queen Victoria, she promised to respect rights to dignity, general amnesty to all offenders except murderers. The Indian army was reorganized, included Sikhs, Gurkhas, and Pathans. These were the three newly introduced people in military. Then the Mughal dynasty ended with the extinction of Bahadur Shah II and was replaced by British crown. He was the last Mughal emperor. Impact of the revolt was freedom of religion granted also. As per Queen's proclamation, more Indians joined the administration. Racial animosity increased. The British introduced a policy of divide and rule that led to the partition of India in 1947. They continued their policy of divide and rule because this was a policy followed by the British of dividing the Indians, and on whatever ground possible, like if we say, like they wanted India to be parted in two parts, and on the basis of caste, religion, etc., and this was done so that the British could rule the disunited Indians easily and for a longer time, while some leaders saw through the game and ensured Hindu Muslim unity, otherwise were taken in due to coaxing and promise for a better personal future. The British exploited the economy further. So, at the end, I would say after the suppression of the revolt of 1857, armed rising against the British continued to break out in different parts of country. The Wahibs continued their rebellious activities, but they were ultimately suppressed in 1870s. Some Sikh and the Punjab started the Kuka movement against the British rule. This movement was brutally suppressed in 1874. The tribal like Mundas, Santhals, and Rampas, they continued their revolts against the British oppression as well as the landlords and moneylenders. The northeastern state of Manipur rose in arms against the British rule, and under their able leader Tekandarjeet and leadership under his able leadership and state of the art weapons saw the British through these revolts, all which were ultimately crushed. The leaders were mostly put to death by the British authorities. But these movements represented the demands not only of a section, community, or region, but the entire nation, and it united the Indians into one entity as nothing else had done before. So, this was the first war of Indian freedom, and we have gone through the chapter The Revolt of 1857. Thank you. Hope you all have understood the chapter. We will come again with a new chapter.